honor of Mother's Day for Dig This Design, I wanted to share my mother with you because she is an 89-year-old fashionista, and I think she probably has some pretty good advice to our followers out there on how to stay young all the way through 89, 90, 100, whatever. Just look at her. She's beautiful. Beautiful at any age is really what this is about. So who better to talk about that than my mother, the fashionista. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
We're going to pick your brain because we have a lot of readers that are all about design, and one of the topics on Dig This Design is fashion. So I thought you would be perfect for this. Can you tell us your best advice on staying young?
Yes, I can. Exercise is great. I have a treadmill that I walk on, try to every day.
Have you always exercised, or are you just natural?
No.
I'm like, wait a minute. Who am
When
I talking to?
When I was young, I did not exercise.
Okay, when did this start?
It started when I wanted to try to stay young.
Oh, that's the key. Don't exercise until you're 90.
Yeah.
No. So what do you think about right now? You know, wellness is quite a movement. Your grandson is going into chiropractic, which is all about wellness, and there's lots of fad diets out there, and you know, the different crazes on getting fit from CrossFit. You hear it throughout my house with my friends. They're doing paleo diets. They're doing all this. What is your take on exercise, diet, and living well? What is your take on that? How have you done what you've done?
Well, I never really had to go on diets. I do.
Okay, now you've just made everyone mad. So how'd you do it?
Well, I really took care of myself. Like, first thing I do when I get up in the morning, I have my coffee in bed.
So coffee's good for you.
Oh, it is.
That whole dilemma on...
It is. My daughter told me for years how bad it was, and then all of a sudden they're telling her how good it is. And so I said to her, well, I'm 89 years old. I've done something right. So
she drinks it 24/7, so
I love
obviously
coffee. I really do.
She's a testimonial to caffeine being good for you.
And then the first thing I do after I have my coffee, and then I have my breakfast, whatever it is, and then I put my makeup on.
Oh!
I always like to be prepared for the day. And so I put my makeup on.
So you feel that looking good for yourself, when you go out there and you present yourself to the world, helps to keep you young. You haven't lost that.
Yes, I love to look good.
As long as I've known you, I still remember you putting your makeup on first thing. So
I still do that, even at 89.
What tips do you have on cosmetics?
Well, I'll tell you. Now, don't laugh.
Okay.
But for years, I've used Nivea cream. I put it on at night, and I put it on in the morning. And then I put my foundation on. And I think it's absolutely great. It has a lot of moisture in it. It's not expensive. And I find that it has worked for me.
So really what you're saying is moisturizing your skin is extremely important.
Yes, but it's important to make sure you clean your face at night.
So you can't go to bed with cosmetics
on. And then you take a washcloth and cold water and you wipe your face and neck very well. And don't forget your neck. You have to also put your cream on your neck.
Do you have any tips for applying makeup or anything for the ladies out there as we age, our skin changes? And is there any tips that you can give us? Because do you do something different now at 90 or almost 90 than you did when you were 29?
Not one thing.
Okay, so the way you apply your makeup and everything is pretty much the same?
Always the same.
Okay, well that's good to know. Yeah. Now, we live in a time where cosmetic surgery is just like everywhere, and a lot of people are turning to things like fillers and Botox. Have you done anything cosmetically like that?
I have not. And I will never do it.
Okay.
I said, Botox, don't even mention to me because I don't think it's very good. for you. And if you want to have plastic surgery, make sure you go to a good surgeon.
Okay,
Plastic
and
surgeon.
you would never consider having a lift of your neck, or
No.
And look at you, you're gorgeous. Even though you're my mom, I certainly believe that you are. I hope I get some of your genes,
Well,
and I don't have to resort to rebuilding my face.
Yeah.
But
well, you're doing quite well.
Thank you. So let's get into your fashion sense. Back when you were a young girl, what were the trends then, and how have they evolved? And do you like how they've evolved?
No, I do not.
Oh, well,
Why? I think the fashion right now is far from being like it. I'll tell you, maybe I'm going to sound old now, but the fashion back in the 40s was absolutely beautiful.
That was your favorite era?
Yes, yes.
I think it was too.
And when I would go swimming, which I can't swim, but I'd go out on the boat, I wore a one-piece swimsuit because if you're short like I am, it makes you look taller.
So you think that not everybody can wear the same thing,
No.
like going on trend. You think you should dress for your body.
Exactly.
That's one of your tips on that.
Right.
Okay. And so when women, let me ask you a little bit about, since you brought up the 40s, and of course that was when you were young and dating. How has dating changed? Like, everybody's internet dating now. How do you think it's different than, obviously because of the computer, but what do you think about girls dating today versus when they dated back in the 40s? How do you see that as different? Good, bad?
Well, it's different. You have all this technology now, and you can go on you can meet people online, which I would never do. I want to see who I'm dating, and like I said, there's a lot of technology out there.
So have the rules to dating changed?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how a date back in the 40s would have gone for you.
Well, first of all, I'd have to think he was handsome. And
that's a plus.
I would like to be, not someone I'm ashamed to be seen with. And we went dancing, and I never did really drink. I would have maybe a glass of wine to be sociable.
Were there rules to dating? Like, did he have to call you by Wednesday or anything like that? And
no, if I met someone and I dated him, then if I liked him and he called, then I'd have another date.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
who paid?
He paid.
So that's something that's changed,
yes,
right?
Yes, it has. I
I'm
didn't
with
pay
you.
for anything.
I think they should pay.
Yes, I
all
did.
the way.
Yes, I never paid for a date.
So when you got dressed up for a date, I'm sure it involved something that you and I both love, which are heels.
Oh yes, I wore my stilettos.
Your stilettos,
yeah.
So since when you were a young girl, of course, you've had to change your shoe style because stilettos kind of probably hurt your feet by now. And so how have your shoes evolved? What do you wear now? What do you recommend to the older ladies that no longer can wear those sexy stiletto shoes?
Well, then wear those high wedges.
Can you take your shoe off so I can show it to how pretty it is? There we go. Now, it's my 89-year-old mother's bling shoe. That's beautiful. You haven't given up your heels.
No.
You've just gone to a platform.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and that's what you'd recommend for comfort. And
right.
It's better for your feet, though, right?
Yeah. You never see me in flats. I'll tell you that.
So back to the dating. Would you consider dating now?
No, because I haven't seen anyone I would go out with.
But you'd consider it, right?
Well, excuse me. Losing my voice. If I met someone and I thought he was nice and presentable, and he asked me out, yes, I'd go out.
But you wouldn't sign up for Match.com?
No. No.
So, Mom, I was a working mom and you were a stay-at-home mom. as that has evolved, and you've seen, in obviously your daughter raising her children, and you raised us, and it evolved to today where I have grown children. What's your take on that? How do you feel about whether a mother should work while raising children or be a stay-at-home mom? What's your feeling on that?
I think if you don't have to work, a stay-at-home mom, because you are missing so much if you're not home with your children. I didn't miss a thing with mine. I knew where they were at all times. Mm-hmm. And if a mother has to work, that's different. I can understand that, but if she doesn't, I just think it's not a good thing.
Do you think it hurts the children?
Yes. When you all came home, if you didn't see me, the first thing I'd hear from whoever came in, Mother? And I'd say, I'm in here. That was the first thing when you came home. You wanted to make sure I was there. And if you had a problem or had something to tell me, you would.
Now the next question I have for you, is your grandson the most finest son you've ever met? I mean, is he a great guy?
I have two grandsons, and I think...
And they had working mom.
Yes, but let me tell you...
Just saying, just word for the working mom.
Let me tell you, they had Mimi. I was there. And I adore them.
So, like many mothers and daughters, we differ on quite a lot of subjects. But my question to you is, do you think we're more alike than different? And if so, how?
Well, you are a very intelligent young lady, and when you set your mind to do something, I would bet on you, you will be able to do it. And I think we have a lot in common when it comes to dress. Some of our thoughts, things that we talk about. So it's sort of in between, you know.
Right.
I think it's both.
Well, I think one thing we have in common is that we would, like most moms, do anything for our children.
Exactly.
And I certainly know that you're my best friend.
Yes. I love you.